Good morning. Thank you for staying with us. I24 News, November 25th, the last bit of the show. It is a Tuesday, not that rainy. And our next segment is actually one that I love very much because it's a happy and actually optimistic one in many ways. I'm joined in studio by Ammar Younis, documentary photographer. And you're basically one of the participants in the 9th Israeli Photography Convention that's held this week, more than 2,000 participants.
Yes.
It's a very big deal. But you're here not just for that reason.
Okay.
Okay. I actually, we brought you here and we're very happy to host you in the studio.
Thank you.
Because you started the first photography school in the village of Ammar, right?
Yes, the village of Ara.
Of Ara, sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes, it's in the north of Israel. It's an Arabic village, of course. I established the first photography school just the last year.
And the photography school is for who? It's for young people, it's for...
It's for everyone that have passion for photography. Doesn't depend on which age. Anyone can participate. Men, women, doctors, workers, anyone who has the passion can get a course in my school.
How many people have already signed up?
The last year since we established it, something like 300 people.
Wow.
Yes.
Now,
very intensive.
No, that sounds very, very,
yes.
very intensive. We're looking at a few pictures, and I want to ask you, because over the course of the last, and maybe I'm going to make the connection, over the course of the last several months, and if not, many years in Israel, the Arab-Israeli community has been, and clearly in the last several weeks, has been undergoing a lot of, in the headlines, but a lot of commotion when it comes to, saying that, well, clearly it's a second-class citizen society in many ways.
Mm-hmm.
And trying to integrate themselves into society that is going through many tumultuous times. Do you believe that photography and art can help in that respect?
Maybe in a long period of time. Not, I deal with this question a lot. If I can change anything in my work, okay? Last year, my work, I have something to say. I have criticism through the society that I live in. You will not see stones in my photos.
Why?
Yes, you will not see any blood because because it's too much blood and it's too much stones. It's everywhere. Okay, so I bring the new things. Okay, the nice and the good photography images. Okay, to show and look at these pictures that you're seeing on the screen now.
For a second. Yes.
Okay, these people living in a dump, not in this one.
Yeah.
Okay, those people lives a horrible life in the garbage. Yes, I spent 4 months with them. I lived with them. I ate the things that they eat. I didn't take any shower because they didn't take any shower.
You lived like them?
Yes, I spent 2 days every week.
Where are they? They are in the...
They are in the West Bank, near the city of Hebron. Okay, in a small village called Yatta. There's a big dump yard that all the garbage of the settlements and the city of Hebron comes to there every day.
Can we look at those pictures again? I just want to take a look at the pictures from Hebron. My Lord.
Yeah, this is the daily life of those youngsters, people in the age of 12, 14, most of them analphabetic, they cannot read, cannot write, okay? They look for things in the garbage, and
when you say that, you choose to take a picture like this, you choose to live the life of people that way and portray it in your pictures, rather than show the stones and the conflict.
Yes.
Why?
Because there are too much photographers that showing, Israeli and Arabs, okay, are showing the same thing, maybe sometimes in a different way. I wanted to have a new aspect of the conflict, okay? As a friend, a photographer, Israeli photographer of mine, told me, your photos are so good, so aesthetic, that they are, they are so... have meanings in it, okay? We don't see the stones, okay? We don't see the blood, but we see the conflict,
life. And
we see not only the actual life, we see the occupation, okay? Yes. In your photos.
No, and I think that's the one thing that is not being photographed enough. It's very easy to show blood. It's very easy to show stones, but the actual people suffering. We're looking, and when it comes to the photographs, the other photographs that we're looking at, when it comes to the people, you know, in your school, most of them, I'm assuming, from the Arab-Israeli community.
Yes.
If not all of them.
All of them.
All of them. What is their feeling about, you know, learning photography? What did they gain from it other than just the skill?
There's a demand on the Arab section now because of the easiest way to become a photographer. Yes, because digital photography now you can find it everywhere. It's cheaper than it was before. It's in the it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
Yeah. Aren't you as a photographer
the most important
that everybody's a photographer now?
Yes. Depends which kind of photographer you have. You are taking photos or your photographers. The difference between them.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's spoken from a true photographer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially in my school, you can see the involvement of young women. Okay, the chance that they go to such a close in the same area where they live, and for photography, because most of studying and teaching is in the evening hours. Right. Okay, so it's hard for them to go to travel. So in my school it's easier. It's just they open the door and they are in my school. Okay, they speak the language. Okay, the Arabic language, they feel comfortable. It's 10-15 minutes from their house. So also they have the opportunity to bring new ideas, to take photos for things that they couldn't do before establishing this.
Such as, and I'm asking this because, you know, and maybe it's a misconception that, you know, Arab-Israeli women, you know, in a patriarchal society have a hard time expressing themselves. First of all, do you think that's true? And do you think that, you know, the school actually...
It is true. It is true, yeah. Okay,
well, actually,
let's
women
be honest,
in all society, I got to tell you, feel uncomfortable.
Women everywhere.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm nodding.
Yeah, you're nodding, exactly. The other woman in the studio is nodding. You know, the glass ceiling is still here.
Yeah, but today it's more easier for them to start dealing with art, for example, okay? It's easier for them because they feel at home. Okay, when her father sent her to my school, he is sure that where is his daughter is. Okay, she at school 15 minutes from his house. Okay, so can he check where she is, what she's doing?
And within her community also.
Yeah, of course.
And within her community, right?
She feel comfortable and secure.
Yeah, and let's call a spade, because within the Israeli community, I'm sure she's not going to feel as comfortable. I'm assuming.
Yeah, sometimes it's yes, sometimes it's not. For example, when they put the hijab on the head, so you can know that she's Arabic, okay? And what's going now in the country, I don't like to send my daughter to Tel Aviv. Yes.
No, and you're completely right, and it's incredibly sad. You know, if we're looking at it in this bigger context of the events that are going on in the country of Israel right now. When it comes to the pictures, though, that are being shot by your students who are Arab Israeli,
yes.
Do you feel that it's an outlet? What are you seeing in those pictures of your students?
Let us not forget that we are talking about most of the courses as basis courses. Okay, people that didn't or maybe dealt with the iPhone or the Galaxy or for mobile telephones, and they wanted to start taking good pictures.
But subject-wise, what do they shoot? What interests them?
Interests them what interests any photographer on all of the world. Sometimes we call it a macro photography for instincts and flies. They will also take photos for eagles, for birds, for the most difficult thing that they are afraid dealing with is taking photos of humans. Or portraits, yeah, it's very hard. It seems it's easier. It's easy, but it's one of the most difficult things to put a person and to hold the camera in his face. It's embarrassing. Okay, yes, really, it's not easy. It's not easy. Yes, it's not easy.
Spoken from a true professional. Yes. I have to tell you, Ammar, I think it's a fabulous project. I think it's great that, you know, it started there. When it comes to education of any profession, that's great. And very, very smart, important words said here. Ammar Younis, documentary photographer.